We know that the upcoming Marvel Studios Secret Invasion will be primarily focused on Nick Fury. But before we get there, we are taking a pit stop that will also follow Nick Fury and how he factors into the multiverse and Marvel's What If. So this brand new report comes at us from Total Film, and they go into some details in regards to what is going to be happening with the upcoming series and what role some of the characters are going to play. One big thing that was revealed was Nick Fury's role in regards to how exactly he fits into the bigger picture as a piece of the puzzle and where his episode takes place. So here is the quote that gives us some of the insight. It says, and I quote, "Then we have a great Agatha Christie episode. It takes place in this obscure point of detail that only hardcore fans know, called Fury's Big Week." End quote. So first and foremost, let me just make the very obvious. Some people are very confused. Agatha Christie is not Agatha Harkness. This has nothing to do with Agatha. Agatha Christie is a classic at this point. Yeah, I think it can be considered a classic. I mean, it ran from the 80s to like 2013, 14-ish? Something around there. It doesn't matter. It's a classic. Anyways, the point here is it takes place during Fury's Big Week. That's the point here. Now, if you're a hardcore MCU fan, you know that there is that week during Phase 1 where a lot of stuff happens involving Nick Fury. So many things are going on with Iron Man, Hulk, the Hammer, all that. Well, this sort of tells us how Nick Fury ties into What If from his point of view and when his story takes place. It's during Fury's Big Week. And of course, the Big Week sets up what is to come in the Avengers. Now, in the trailers for What If, we've seen the scene from Avengers, but it has members of the Guardians, and it's a completely different team. So one is probably safe to assume that whatever is going on in Nick Fury is involved with getting everybody together from this multiverse and working with the Watcher. Now, how far-reaching this is, and obviously what remains for them to fill in the gap, is probably going to take a lot more than one season, because we know this thing is going to run for a while. So overall, it looks like Nick Fury will have somewhat of an important role in here. I think more important than most people thought. But then again, I guess it's good to subvert expectations in some way, and I'm always more down for more Nick Fury in the MCU, so bring it on.